Yet another celebrity female putting a man's life at risk. What's up, Solutionaries? Maj 2 right here. That picture right there is DDG and Halle Bailey. I don't know all of these fucking people names. What I do know is they were a celebrity couple, streamer, actress, whatever she does. And now, since they're separating, like most young fucking couples do, because there's not a purpose attached to their marriage, their union, no business, all of that, but they have children, they separate. And then the process of the separation, it's starting to look a little bit ugly. Now, my individual viewpoint is two things. One, I'm gonna wait for all of the evidence. Two, I'm also a bit biased. As somebody that's been falsely accused, I'm like, that strengthens my position of let's wait for all of the evidence. But in the middle of all of that, the young lady decides to get a restraining order against him. She does all of the stuff that the female celebrities say. He's abusive. He's this. I don't want him to see our child. Get the restraining order, and because of the restraining order, he is not capable of being armed. DDG lives in a part of Hollywood where they actually rob, chain snatch, pistol whip, and extort celebrities. I want to be very clear about that. That's where we at. God bless the dead popped and smoked in Cali, in LA, the Hollywood Hills, all that other good stuff, okay? Now, placing this scenario onto somebody who has not been convicted. I know, my shirt say make criminals afraid again, but we don't know if fucking DDG's a criminal. We don't know if the allegations and accusations by his ex are legitimate. And this is what happens in these so-called domestic situations. You get this fuckery as it relates to due process, as it relates for you having your day in court. All of that shit is out the window as it relates to a lot of these domestic situations. He ain't been proven to be guilty of nothing, so he doesn't fit the bill of a criminal. What he now fits the bill of is lunch meat. I know that you walking around with chains, you getting some money. I know that you can't have a firearm on your person. This same exact situation happened to Nipsey Hussle. God bless the dead again. Convicted felon wasn't able to actually defend his life. Someone came to his place of business. He technically could not lawfully, in the state of California, have a firearm to defend his life or his friends. If his friends are so-called convicted felons, even though the Second Amendment does not have an asterisk, if they are, they could possibly face legal issues if they're armed. Nipsey Hussle dies because of that reason. This is another situation where the system is placing potentially DDG in that same territory. Now, I also want to be very clear. This is not every single woman is lying. If these things actually happen, she 1000% has a right to walk this through court and defend herself. So she got this restraining order, but unfortunately, one, this still has to play out in court, and two, the restraining order doesn't mean anything to a person that's super committed to killing you, okay? Let's say if DDG is the absolute most horrible person in the universe, we only know him from streaming, we think he's cool, but he did everything and more, and he's actually convinced he needs to kill his children's mother. A restraining order is not going to stop him. If he already has a firearm, a knife, a bat, insert whatever thing, that's not going to stop him. If she's legit, then she should be armed as well. Ladies, do not fall for this concept that I told the courts and I got a restraining order. If somebody is convinced and convicted on fucking killing you, we go through this in the Understanding Imminent Threat course. We have a literal video of a guy walking up to a young lady. She's running around in the parking lot yelling, I got a restraining on you. He pulls out a firearm and he murders her. You have the right to be armed if you are being faced with this type of accostation, abuse, violence, all of that. That's males or females. But in this scenario, the state is in between. I'm not getting into whether they fucking domestic. These people will be back together in a year. You never know. Before all of that, the state's going to be the person in between restricting somebody their rights, and ironically, they probably wouldn't even give Barry, they probably would not even give her a concealed carry permit, even if she's saying all of these other different things, because they both live in California. The state is always the problem. The attack on your human right and natural right to self-defense is the overall problem, and DDG in this scenario is running into the brunt of that problem more so than anybody else. But I don't know, Maj, you always gonna take up for the man. Maj, you hate women. Maj, you red pill. Whatever you want to say in the comments section, put it down there. If you present something that makes sense, I'm gonna agree with you. You get something wrong, Myself and the Solutionary is going to chicken Szechuan chop your whole fucking argument up. So just think about that before you jump in the comment section. It get crazy in there. Also, this is the reason why we have an Understanding Imminent Threat course. This is the reason why we have that as a part of our overall Solutionary 9 program. This is the reason why we deal in conflict resolution. This is the reason why we deal with avoidance. This is the reason why we deal with safe and responsible firearms ownership. These are the things that are necessary in all of our communities. I could give y'all countless scenarios, but instead of me giving you the scenarios, we gave you the solution for a myriad of these things in the Solutionary 9. Hit the link below, sign up for a membership to our private community. Learn these things, apply them, and improve. My name is Maj Toure, the founder of Solutionary University. Hope to see you in a group soon. Be safe, be solutionary.